Hello guys, this is Vijay from Dino Code Academy. So in previous video, we successfully able to build our application inside the emulator. So let me show you the first completed application. So if I click on play, and right now we have actually only implemented the code inside this computer category. So I'm going to click on this computer, and then if I just show you, then you can see this is the text view values, which is 100, which will denote that the first level is unlocked and the rest of the two levels are locked. So if I click on these two levels, then nothing will happen. If I click on this first level, then the quiz will started. Now guys, I have specified that if we actually answer 3 or more questions correctly, then the second level will unlock. So if I just simply select this one, which is the correct one, and this is also the first one correct, you can just simply set the question according to your need. If I just again selected correct, now here you can see it's actually the level 2. The reason for that is actually fetch the level 2 question. We have actually inside the QuizDB helper, I have added a wrong entry. The wrong entry means I want to say, if I just go to the QuizDB helper, and here if I will specify the entries inside the fill question table. So this is our fill question table. So maybe inside the level 2 I have added a wrong entry. Like you can see, this is the level 2 question and I have added inside the level 1. So that is the reason it's actually fetched. Selected and click confirm. Okay, so now the time's up. Okay, so it's actually showing the game over. So we are now inside the play screen activity. So again, if I just go to the quiz and select computer, and if I click on that, then still level is not unlocked because the quiz actually go to the main screen. If I click on this again level, then you can see this question is fetched, which is actually I have added this one. It's a wrong entry. I have added inside the level 1, but I need to add it inside the 2. So don't mind that if my quiz logic is wrong. This quiz logic is perfect because I have added a wrong entry inside the database table. So you should pay attention while entering the data. Okay, you can see the change in level 2, but I have added inside the level 1. Now I am going to play the quiz, click confirm, and this is also the click confirm. Quiz is finished, and now it will take us to the result activity. But if I click on play again, then it will actually show the error. The quiz is not playing because we need to set the data, means the passing data. If I just show you the result screen, right now, this is the start quiz and this is the main menu. So this will be the play again quiz. When I just passing the category, so we are actually not getting the data, I think, from the intent. So here is this is the intent code, which will be used to get the data. So we are actually getting the category, but also we need to get the value of the ID. If I just take you to the final result method, here we are actually passing the level info as well. Also we need to pass the category. So here I actually the code is removed, which is to pass the data, which is the category. So here I actually remove the code because I was just making some experiment. The code is actually removed, but don't worry, I can again pass the category. So it's actually removed. I have added previously because my Android Studio crashed. That's the reason it's actually lost. So here I'm going to pass the category value. I added this value, but when I just save the project, means previously in previous video, after I have just over the tutorial, my system gets crashed. So that is the reason this particular value is not saved. Now what will happen if I again build the application? So the main motive is we need to get these two values inside the result activity, and then when we click on this particular method, which is our this start quiz, then we also need to pass the levels ID. Okay, so we need to do this. So first we are going to get the value. So where is our get intent? So this is our get intent. After getting the category, we also need to get a value like levels ID. So at the top we need to create a level ID variable. So integer levels ID. Levels ID is going to equal to 0. The initial value I am going to specify 0. And after that we are going to specify levels ID is equal to intent dot get int extra, and then to specify the key. So the key is here like level info, or you can just simply set the level. I'm going to add the level only. Copy this key level. There are so much changes is actually there, and then after that we to specify the default value is actually like a 0. Okay, so now this actually done. We are now get the data, and then when we click on this start quiz again button, which is a start quiz again button I actually specified at the top, then we need to pass this data as well, like intent dot put extra, then to specify the key. So key already is actually copied inside my clipboard, and then I'm going to specify the comma, then we need to pass the levels ID. So when we click on this, it will again restart the quiz. So if I just simply run the application again, then you can see our application is now on. This is the splash screen, and now if I click on this play button, and if I click on computers, now if I just simply click on this, then you can see the value of second level is now unlocked because the value set it to 1, and now we can play the second level. So if I click on this second level, and if I just simply, you can see now all the question will be fetched on the basis of the second level and also the computer category. So if I click on this confirm, the questions are same, only the first option is correct because I have actually added this question for the testing purpose. You can add a real questions. Simply click on confirm. Now you can see quiz is finished. And now it will take us to the result activity. So we have 4 correct, total questions are 4 and wrong is 0. If I click on play again, then you can see now our quiz actually restarted properly and we can still play the quiz. You simply click on confirm and click on confirm and now click on confirm. Now the quiz is properly running. Okay. And if I click on this main menu, then you can see we are now inside the play screen. If I click on play again, select the computer, then you can see now our third level is also unlocked. If I click on this press button, then you can see all the values are set to 1 1. It means all the levels are unlocked. So here you can select the level which you want to play. So guys, our application is working fine. Now the next step is we need to create multiple categories. What I want to say, if I click on play, I'm going to implement the history and also the English one. The maths and graphics I'm going to leaving up to you. This is your task to complete this application. So I'm going to complete these 2 categories. So for creating these categories, I'm going to just simply do what? I'm going to just copy and paste the code. So this is our levels activity. So I'm going to refactor this level activity to computers levels activity. So I'm going to specify here computer because I already told you, because we need to create a separate file, computer level activity. Because if I use the same level activity, then it will update the UI, and then if I try to actually run the application for the history or maybe English, maybe math or maybe graphics, then the UI is already updated, which you can see if I click on computer. Now you can see the UI is already updated. If I can go to back and if I select history, then nothing will happen because you can see the history quiz is started and still the UI is already updated. This is the problem that I want to say. If I select English one, then you can see still this is the problem because there should be a new UI we need to actually create for the English category because it's a separate category for the quiz. That is the reason the UI is already updated. However, we just play the quiz just for the computer purpose only. We have actually play the quiz and unlock all the levels. And now when we are starting the quiz for the history or maybe English, then you can see the level is already unlocked, which actually we don't want to do, because when we actually start the history quiz, we want that only the level 1 should be unlocked and rest of the 2 levels should be locked. So that is the reason we need to actually create a separate activity. So this is the bug that I actually pointed out at the beginning of this particular edition of the feature series. By coming back to the layout screen, so from here we need to actually refactor this activity levels to activity computer level. Refactor code, not reformat. Just go to refactor and here at the mid you need to specify like computers and then specify the underscore. Simply hit on refactor. And after doing this, you can see here we have now computer levels activity. So I'm going to control CV and I will be just creating this for the history. So here you need to type history. Then simply hit OK. Then this is our history level activity. Okay. And then we need to create the layout file for the history level activity. So simply again here you need to specify history and simply hit OK. And then simply click on this project tab and then I'm going to close the preview. Now coming back to the, just going to close all the files. Then first I'm going to open this activity history levels and also this history level activity. Okay. Now from there I'm just going to create some packages. So inside the packages, what I want to do, I'm just going to manage the code. So here I will be creating a package for the activities. Simply hit OK. Now inside the activity, I'm going to specify this category activity, refactor it, and also this computer level activity, refactor it, and also just a quiz, and also this result activity, splash screen, and also this history level activity, play screen activity. And I'm going to refactor all these activities inside the activity folder. Okay. So this will take time and it will refactor the code. Now the things will be managed properly. Okay. And then I will be creating another package which is for the database. So I'm going to call here DB. Hit OK. So I'm going to simply select this quiz and questions because this is our selecting these 2 classes because this is a part of DB. And then again I'm going to create another package and inside that I'm going to call dialogues. And inside that I will place all the dialogue like timer dialogue, wrong dialogue and correct dialogue. Placing all this inside the dialogues. Refactor it. Okay. So now all the things are, now actually I have created inside the activity. So we don't want to do that. Refactor. We want to create outside the activities. So this is now inside the dialog. Then this is the model class. So again I'm going to create another package. This is called management of the packages, so that we can easily find out where our file exists. So it's like a model, which is also, you can also say that data class. So inside that we are going to place this particular file, which is our questions, which is a basic data utility, means all the getter and setter. And after that again I'm going to create another package, and this package is actually like a name for the constant. So I'm going to specify here constants, and here is I'm going to specify all these constants to this particular constant package. And the last one, this is our play. So this is actually a utility which is used to play the audio files. Again creating a new package, and this is called utils, and simply hit OK. And then I'm going to refactor this inside the utils. So I just need to cut it and paste it here, because it is actually at the very top. Okay, so it's actually created inside the activity. We don't want to create it inside the activity. So now this is our activity. This is DB, this is constant, this is dialog. So now my application folder structure is properly managed. This will allow me to actually quickly find out the activities, so I don't accidentally change the things inside my DB or maybe inside the constants. Okay, so I have now created the history activity. So I'm going to open the history activity, and I'm going to close the rest of the others. And then we need to add this history inside the manifest file. So simply press Alt Enter and add activity to manifest. Also we need to change the activity layout, so it's going to like activity history levels. And then what we are actually want to do, we need to make some changes. So the first change I'm going to make is actually replacing the variable. So I'm going to just simply pressing Ctrl R, and here I will be specifying HL1, which is for the history level 1. Now next we need to actually replace this CL2. So press Ctrl R, and then here need to type the HL2. Simply replace all, and then we need to replace this one, Ctrl R, and then here we need to specify the HL3. Make sure you did it in the proper way, just like I am doing. Okay, the rest of the values and the variable name should be same. We want to fetch the IDs, that is okay. We want to fetch the values of these text views. Also we need to get the category value, and then here we need to specify the history instead of computer. We need to pass the history. We need to get the history data, whatever the history. We need to check whether the history is actually exist. And then to set the category, computer category instead of computer category, we are going to call it here history category. Copy this one, paste it here, and also paste it here. And also we need to actually level 1 and 2 and 3 corresponding level is already there. Now for the locking and unlock code, already this is actually written. So here we need to change the values. So instead of key computer level 1, we are going to use here key history. So not history level. We are going to use here, we need to type it properly, key history level 1. And I'm going to copy this one, pasting, and here I will change it into 2, and then I'm going to replace it with here by specifying changing it into 3. Okay, so now H1 is actually comparing HL1, and then we are setting the level lock HL0. So I already specified the guys HL0 also, because I have found out a one bug. That is the reason I have specified the 01. You can remove it, but I have specified in the tutorial previous video. I have not added this particular code, but I have added here just for the testing purpose. So now history level activity is actually properly setted. Now we need to actually start the quiz activity. So at the top we need to see we are actually starting the quiz activity. That's right, we are starting the quiz activity. Now coming back to the categories activity, we need to make a one slight change, and the change that we want, that when we press on the history button, so here you can see I have added a comments. This is a computer. I have specified the comment here. So we need to add here a one more method. And also we need to start the, so here you can see it's actually starting the computer level activity. So we need to start the history level screen activity. So history level activity. Okay. So but we also need to create a method like just we have created the level for com. So we need to create this particular method. And here I will be specifying the name for history. Just the things are now copy paste because we already set up the one level, and the rest of the things are just based on the copy and paste. So I'm going to copy this particular code from here. So here our actually method is ending, and from there I'm just going to copy this code, quickly copying the code and specifying inside this create level for history. And then just we need to change the constants. So what I'm going to do, the shared preference declaration is same. Also here we need to specify the key for the history level. So it's like going to key, and then we specify the history level 1, and here we need to specify the history category history level 1. Okay, here we specify the key history level 1, and then we also need to put the string integer value, and then we need to put the category value, and then here we also need to change the value. So I'm going to copy this one and paste it here. And then I will be copying this value and pasting it here, then changing it to 1, 2, and here 3, not 4, because the level 4 is not exist. 3. Similarly for here, once we are actually leveling the similarly for here and also pasting it here, and then change it into 2, and also here 3, pasting it here, and again I actually copied the mistakenly. I have copied the value, again I need to copy, and then I'm going to paste it, pasting it, and also we need to paste it. Then I'm going to change it into like 1, 2, and 3. So now I have changed the value on the basis of the category, and then here we also need to change the value. This is our key category comp level 2, not a computer level. Here we want to add the history level, then specify here 2, and also here specify the 3. Okay, so everything is now changed into history. So when we click on the history button, then it will fetch the questions related to the history category. Okay, so now the history level category is specified properly. It's time to run the application to see whether this is actually working or not. If there is any bug, then we need to carefully look at the things, because we have actually copy pasting, and most of the time when you are copy pasting, then your chances of errors are 100%. So you can see now the application is up and running. If I click on this play button, and now if I select the history category, then you can see now we are inside the new UI, where our history category are now actually having only one level unlocked, and the rest of the 2 levels are locked. If I go back, if I again select the computers, and now you can see 3 levels are unlocked. If I again go back and select the history one, and here you can see just only one level is unlocked, and the rest of the 2 are locked. So that is why I have actually used a separate layout file. This is the bug is now solved by creating the separate activity file for the history category. Now just start playing the first level. Now you can see it's actually fetching all the questions related to the history category. If I select here what is the correct one, bank is all like 2, software. If I select on, this is actually incorrect. I forgot it.
Wrong.
The correct answer. So maybe the correct is 1611, and here the correct is actually like a hardware, I think, yeah, or maybe 2. So I have actually corrected the only one question, so it means the level should not be unlocked. If I click on that, then the level is not unlocked, because we have set the logic when the user actually answer 3 or more questions, then the level will be unlocked. So actually I need to take the help of the DB helper class, which is the correct answer, because I forgot it, because I added the question testing just for the testing purpose. I don't know which is the correct answer. So most of the time the correct answer is 111 for the level 2. Level 1. So here these are the questions for history also there. 1, and then also some of the questions having answer 4 and 1. So it will become difficult. So it's having answer 2. No is 2. So 2, 4, 2, 4 and 1, 1. So let's try to play the quiz again. So 2 is correct. Okay, so this is the correct. Then again the same question. Correct. Now here this is the correct one. Okay, so we get the 3 questions correct. And also the 4th one is also going to be correct. Now we are inside the result activity. Let's see, the level is unlocked. Click on play and select the history, and this is a problem. The level is not updated. Now you can see the level is not updated. Although we have successfully completed the quiz, we have successfully answered the 4 questions, and we have set the logic that if we answer 3 or more questions, then second level should be unlocked, which is the next level should be unlocked. So the problem is that we have not added the code inside the quiz activity. Like if I actually added a method like unlock comp level, similarly we need to add one more method, which is a unlock for history level. So we need to create that method as well. So I'm going to duplicate this code, not replace. I'm going to just press the Ctrl D for the duplicate of this particular method, and here I will be specifying the history level. So I'll be specifying here his level. Now I specify the other method, which is unlock history levels. Alt enter, and just we need to create this method. And I'm going to just copy this method at the end of this unlock comp level, and I'm going to copy all of the code because the code is almost same. Just we need to change the key and values, means the constant values we need to change, that we are actually updating inside the shared preference. Now the code is actually inside the unlock level history method also there. And the first thing, we need to compare the level ID if the category is actually like history, and make sure we are actually passing the correct history spelling. So again I'm going to open this history activity. So this is the category history, the constant. I'm going to copy the spellings from here so that I don't make any typo. So this is the history. So if the level ID is 1, then the history, so the active level is 1 and we need to unlock the level 2. So here we need to actually initialize the another variable. So we need to create 2 more variables for the history category. So by pressing Ctrl D, we can create here 2 more variables, not 1 more, because we have created 2 variables with just 1 action. Okay, coming back to there, now we need to change the values. So here I will be initializing unlock HL2. Then we need to replace this HL2 with this particular variable, and here we need to specify the his, which is short for the history level 2, and here we need to specify the again history, HIS history level 2, because we need to unlock the second category level of the history. Okay, similarly for the level 3, so here we need to add the levels ID, and if it is computer, so first again we need to compare it with the history. If it is level 2, then the active level is 2 and we need to unlock the level 3. So here we need to specify unlock HL3, replace this value with this particular one, and then we need to here change the computer category key values, means computer value to history. So this is the history level 2, means we need to update the history level. Actually I need to undo that first. Yes, we actually need to update the level 2. So it's actually a history. And then after that we need to update here like category. So cat is level 3. And similarly we need to copy that and again pasting it here. Okay. So now the code is actually set it properly. For the unlocking the history level, we are calling the method properly inside this particular one. Now the history level is also updated. Now it's time to run the application to see whether we are successfully able to unlock the history category levels or not. So again I'm going to run the application into my virtual emulator. So here you can see our application is now running. So if I click on play and click on history 1, now you can see we are actually 100. Only the first level is unlocked. Click on that. So the first question answer is correct one is like this.
Correct.
And also this one is no.
Correct.
Click on OK. This one is also no.
Correct.
And this one is also no.
Correct.
Now you can see quiz finished. And if I click on main menu, go to play again, means go to play button, click on play, and if I click on history, then you can see now our level 2 is actually unlocked. So guys, through that you can actually add the categories to your application. So if I just play the second level, means I'm going to play the level 2, means sorry the level 1, I have actually selected the level 1, so don't worry, we just want to go to the result activity. Actually I forgot to select the question answer.
Correct.
Click on OK, and this is the last one I think.
Correct.
So it's finished. Now we are inside the result activity. If I click on play again, then you can see we are actually setting the proper quiz. Now guys, our quiz is working properly well. Also our play again functionality works well. The only thing that we need to do, what if the user actually unlock the next level, so we want to allow inside the result activity to click on the button so that user can directly start the play next level quiz. So here we need to add a one more button so that user can directly start the next level quiz, which is the level 2 quiz or maybe the level 3 quiz. So we are going to do this stuff in the next video. So that's it for this video guys. Thank you for watching and I will see you in the next video.